today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is the National Football League. Taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. To get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises, the man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a man in his 2nd season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, oh, that's got to feel great for them.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Murray going to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
5 on 2nd down. Murray over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Murray now. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Here's Murray. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Once again, it's Connor, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the...
Was pretty, sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook to the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. With Connor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 1st down. Here's Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Cousins now from the 50, setting up the screen for Cook. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
From the 36, Murray.
He's got McBride here over the middle.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Zadarius Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Cousins. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Cousins on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cousins again. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run route.
Touchdown! Johnny Mundt from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Murray's going to keep it again.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And now out comes Minnesota. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Play fake. Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shakes off the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Joseph's got it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Cousins.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson from 6 yards away. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 10, just over 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's got McBride. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Murray. This is Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Murray to throw.
This is taken in by McBride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
Got a man. It's McBride. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. To throw is Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll dump this one off to Connor. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Murray. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Prater on to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 18 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They play turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.